Hi everyone, it's Steph G here, and today's video is all about treating the skin while wearing a mask. Of course, our priority is health and safety, so wearing a mask is part of our new normal, but with that comes a lot of congestion issues and irritant issues when it comes to the skin. We're wearing these masks for a long period of time, we're breathing in and out the same oxygen, as well as the trapped heat that's happening within this vicinity. So what comes with that is essentially more breakouts, oil congestion, again, irritation in the skin. So whatever it is that there is a sensitivity to, it may be heightened because of the heat and the trapped oxygen. And ultimately, this area is getting a lack of circulation. So I'm gonna walk you through two routines, one for oily skin and one for more dry, dehydrated, sensitive skin, for how to treat this area. I'm gonna continue to share tips and tricks about looking after this area of the skin continuously, because I know that there's going to be different stages of how long we're wearing our masks for and how to treat the skin, but these routines will definitely get your skin into a more balanced and calm state. And that's really our goal. Our goal here is to find that balance and calm pH in the skin so that our skin can essentially be as minimally disruptive as possible. So this is the mask. Of course, we're wearing it and generally covering the nose to mouth, chin, and jawline area. So I'm gonna take off the mask now and show you the routine. I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm gonna film another video where I'm actually doing the routine. I find because I talk so much and educate, I don't want to take away from the action. So I will go step by step, and then I'll do another video with application. So let's first start off with those who are experiencing severe breakouts. Generally, this area, the jaw, is a hormonal area, so it will show you irritation, inflammation, breakouts, and congestions during the time of month. If there's been a change in any type of hormonal imbalance, change in diet, but of course now we're experiencing the realistic issue of that trapped heat, the lack of circulation, and the trapped bacteria. So first tip would be, if you can, try to avoid wearing makeup on that area for about a week or so and see if the problem or the skin improves, see if the problem reduces. While G Beauty's makeup is mineral-based and clean, it ultimately is another layer that could be causing a block and a congestion in the skin. In the morning, I am such a believer in rinsing the skin with cold water. That's gonna really wake up the skin and shrink up the pores. After that, you can, if you wish, to use a purifying cleanser. I personally love the Dr. Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleanser. This is a gel-based cleanser that's gonna purify the skin. If cleansing in the morning is not your thing, just use the cold water, but the next step is really important, and that is toning. So again, we're trying to find balance in the skin. So in order for us to prepare our skin for the skincare that's going to be applied, we need to use toner. I would suggest either Barbara Sturm Balancing Toner or the G Beauty Brightening Water. Both of those are gonna help to balance and calm the skin. The Barbara Sturm with hyaluronic acid and the G Beauty with aloe vera, that's gonna keep a more neutral state to the skin. Next, after that, you're gonna want to go in with your active serum. So your active serum can be ranging from lactic acid, salicylic, it can go all the way to a spot treatment. I wouldn't wear retinol during the day on that area, again, with that trapped heat. So I would focus on something lighter like Good Genes by Sunday Riley, or you could do the SkinCeuticals Blemish and Age Defense, which is a blend of glycolic and salicylic acid. When you apply your acid or your treatment to the skin, make sure that you give it a good massage. That's gonna activate the ingredient, so you may feel a bit more tingling, but it's really gonna help to penetrate the active ingredient. After your active ingredient, you want to hydrate. So hydration is so pivotal because when we overly activate the skin with acids, we can sometimes cause an even greater disruption, and the skin will panic and produce even more oil and gets more congested, and then we get a problem once again. So using hydration, water-based hydrators are gonna be excellent and pivotal for keeping the skin balanced and calm. I would either suggest Barbara Sturm's Hyaluronic Serum, Dr. Gross Hyaluronic Marine Booster, you could do SkinCeuticals HA Intensifier. And if you are truly combination of breakouts with dry skin, I love the SkinCeuticals B5 mask. This is a gel water-based hydrating mask. It's completely clear, and you can generously coat that on the skin. If you did want to then layer with moisturizer, I would use something that has active ingredients like zinc or a little bit, again, of salicylic acid, like the Barbara Sturm Clarifying Cream, or you could try the Sunday Riley Tidal Water Cream. But ultimately, you want to keep this area as minimal in terms of layers of products as possible, because you also want to let the products that you're using activate. So far we have our toner, then we come in with our active serum. We seal it together with our hydrating serum, our water-based hydrator. And then lastly, if there are any specific treatments or If there are any specific spots you want to treat, the Barbasturm clarifying spot treatment is excellent because it has zinc in it and it's really going to help reduce the inflammation of the pimple or the breakouts. Equally important to what you wear under the mask is that when you get home, you want to treat the skin as quickly as possible. Of course, when we get home, we're so relieved to just take off the mask, but it's really important that as soon as we take off that mask for the evening, we treat the skin right away. We don't want to let that stale, stagnant bacteria and oil just sit there. We want to get everything cleansed so that the skin can breathe again. So again, speaking to those that are congested or on the more oily side, when you get home and you take off your mask, you're then going to take cotton pads with the G Beauty Brightening Water or the Barbasturm Toner, some type of balancing toner. You could even do the SkinCeuticals Equalizing Toner and generously saturate the cotton pad and really give the skin a good wipe down. If you're wearing makeup, this will remove that makeup. If you're not, it's gonna remove that first layer of heavy sweat, bacteria, and again, that stagnant circulated air or lack of circulated air. So this is gonna instantly remove what has been on the skin. And then you're going to use your Dr. Dennis Gross peel pads. These peel pads are tremendous because you can in fact use them every day while your skin is going through more of a disruptive time. You can of course start with them fewer than once a day. You can do it every other day or every few days, but this two-step peel pad is gonna work on cell regeneration, bacteria, and just overall cleansing, a deep cleanse of that area. So you're gonna do the first pad, and again, you can use it on the whole face or just keep it to the area where the mask was covered. And then the second pad is gonna neutralize the acid so that your skin can again calm down. That is so important. If you have a few minutes or you're not going anywhere, you have a moment to just sit and just take a break from the day that you had, you would go back with your hydrating serum. So you could do either your hyaluronic based serum, or many of you may love the SkinCeuticals Phytocorrective Gel. This is an antibacterial, antiseptic hydrating serum, and use your tools. Your tools are going to be your best friends to calm the skin down. I personally suggest putting your jade roller in the fridge, and that cooling stone is going to A, make sure that no bacteria spreads, and B, it's going to instantly reduce the inflammation and calm the skin and signal the skin that it can breathe again. So this jade roller is the G Beauty Jade Roller. You can use it for however long you need to. If you feel you need to go one step further, you can use an ice roller or put ice cubes on the skin, but the jade roller is meant to not spread bacteria because it's a stone, and its intention is to calm the skin. So that's really pivotal. And if you do a routine like that before wearing the mask and then after you take off the mask for the day for about 2 weeks, you will definitely see a difference. And most importantly, you're going to be retraining the skin so it knows what to do during the day and it knows how to relax when the day is done. Now, for those of you who are on the more dehydrated, sensitive side, this, again, wearing the mask really traps the circulatory system. So you're not getting that blood flow, that oxygenation. I'm sure there's more dullness and dry skin than before. So we're gonna now walk through that routine. So in the morning, I am still a huge fan of that rinse and that saturation of cold water on the skin. It's gonna wake up the skin cells and tighten up the pores. You will as well go in with toner to balance out the skin. So you wanna do a generous amount. I would suggest either the G Beauty Brightening Cleansing Water or the Barbasturm Toner, and saturate these cotton pads and give yourself a generous application. Again, that's gonna prepare the skin for what is to come. You will then apply oil. So oil is going to be your best friend, and a little bit goes a very long way. So you wanna make sure it's a high quality oil. I brought and I suggest either the Dr. Sturm Rose de Vie or the Ipara Balancing Face Oil. Both are beautifully nutrient dense, but not heavy and emollient on the skin. We wanna keep things thin and we wanna keep them movable and breathable. So with either oil, I would suggest 1 to 2 drops at maximum. And again, giving yourself a good massage. Take it into the neck if you need to. Of course, you can do all these products and these routines on the whole skin. But a good oil is gonna balance out, again, the pH in the skin and to allow for optimal hydration and nourishment. Sealing it together, I would suggest, again, a lightweight hydrating mask. So the B5 gel is an excellent bet. You can try the Rose de Vie mask by Dr. Sabat, or you can do the Tata Harper Floral Hydrating Mask. A very thin layer, again, massage that into the area. That's gonna basically be, that's like a moisturizing hack. So this is gonna give you more hydration than a typical cream, and it's gonna lock in the oil as well as the toner that you've balanced the skin with. When you get home, you will remove your mask, and then you're going to do a gentle cleanse, either with the SkinCeuticals Gentle Cleanser. You could use the There's a few gentle cleansers that we have. This is one of my favorites, the SkinCeuticals one, or you could do the Dr. Sabah Rose de Vie cleanser. And then you will again use your toner. That's gonna really tone and calm down the skin. I would suggest about twice a week for even a dry, sensitive skin to use the Dr. Gross peel pads. The reason for this is because even a dry, sensitive skin is going to accumulate dead skin cells. So it's important that we create circulation, that we It's important that we create circulation. It's important that we create cell renewal and cell turnover, and this is going to do just the trick. It will not sensitize the skin. You can start with the Ultra Gentle if you wish, but I do suggest the Alpha Beta Universal. You can try that every couple of days. You can start with it once a week or do up to 2 to 3 times a week, but that's gonna really decongest the skin. Again, even a sensitive skin accumulates dead skin, and maybe some of you that are on the dry sensitive side have experienced breakouts, which you haven't before. You will as well apply a little bit more oil after you do your peel pad. So again, either or, and you will come in with your jade roller that is as well put in the fridge. And so that's gonna penetrate the nourishment of your oil. It's going to also activate the acid underneath the skin from the peel pad and then instantly cool down the skin. So that would be the ideal routine. I also highly suggest using a clay-based mask once a week. You can do this no matter the skin condition. If you are on the sensitive side, only leave a clay mask on for 5 minutes tops if you can tolerate it. If not, you could do something lighter, like you could even try Good Genes and put that on for just a minute and wipe that off, or just keep to the peel pads. If you are oily like me, I would suggest doing a clay mask up to 3 times a week, leave it on in the skin. Even sometimes when I'm in the shower and I'm conditioning my hair, I put a clay mask on my skin and I let the heat and the steam of the shower really activate. The mask and the clay. One last tip I want to leave you with is keeping a hydrating mist on you. So you could try the Ipara hydrating mist, the G Beauty hydration mist. You could use the Barbara Sturm hydration mist, the Dr. Dennis Gross hydration mist. This is so pivotal so that when even when you're driving home, I'm sure a lot of you, when you're driving on your own, you can take off your mask, or even when you're walking, take off your mask and generously mist your skin with a good spray. That's also going to calm down the skin and let the skin know it's time to breathe and it's time to just wake up and start fresh. I will continue to share mask tips and how to treat the skin. We can do a whole other segment about beauty from the inside and making sure we're getting all of our greens so that we are creating a good, strong circulatory system in the body. But really importantly, to make sure that you take your time in the morning to put on your products with intention, to pay attention to what you're putting on. And then when you get home, taking those few moments to nourish the skin right away so you're not sitting and hanging out and just recirculating those same bacteria and dead skin cells. We want to start fresh and create a clean slate. I hope this helps, and I will do a second video with application.